I am heading to the International Motor Film Awards in London. The International Motor Film Awards is the most prestigious event for the automotive film and television industry. And I am so privileged to be one of 20 people to be nominated for Best Student Film. My short film called Lap Time is nominated for Best Student Film. At the current time of filming this video, Lap Time isn't publicly available to view. However, it has been shown at film festivals and has only been shown in theatres in Melbourne. Lap Time is a short film that I made in 2024 as a part of my final year of university. Lap Time follows the story of Alex, a young teen who, after the untimely death of his older brother, is on a mission to beat his ghost in a racing video game. The International Motor Film Awards inspired me to make this film, and it's an honour to be nominated for this year's event. I have never been overseas. I'm going on my own. Unfortunately, I am feeling a little bit under the weather. You might be able to tell because of my voice, but the show must go on. We're gonna push through and we're gonna head to London. I'm nervous, but very excited. I wasn't in any rush to travel, but this was the one film festival I wanted to get into, and I never thought it would happen. And now that it has, I'm so lucky to be heading over to London. It sucks I'm going on my own, but my partner's just started a new full-time job and my parents can't afford to come along. So we're going on a solo adventure. Out of all the places in the world, I think the UK is probably the best place to start. Because it's an English-speaking country, I don't have to worry about language barriers, and it still gives you that European feel. I've got some really cool things lined up for this week, which includes visiting some spots from one of my favourite films, and you'll see that later on. I've got everything packed behind me, I'm ready to go. I'm in need of a shave, so I'm gonna get ready, and then we're gonna fly out tomorrow morning at 5 AM. I'll see you guys in the morning.
We have made it to the airport. Mum and Dad in the background. We're rocking up to Melbourne Airport, terminal number 2. Gotta figure out where to go now.
Alrighty, we're looking for Abu Dhabi, EY463, 5 o'clock, counter M. Let's go find it. All the way in the distance.
Story time. So it's very quiet here in the Melbourne airport. There's like no one here. But I made it through security, but there's a funny story I want to tell. So I've got a lot of stuff in my bag. I've got my microphone, I've got my laptop, I've got chargers and stuff like that. So it wasn't a surprise that my bag was put aside to be checked through. No issue. I put my neck pillow, as you can see on me, put that in the tub too, and it got put aside. I was like, why? I wonder what that's about. Anyways, the security guy goes, whose is this? So it's mine. He gave it to me. Thought, a bit weird. And I was like, oh, the button that I had sewn onto it is fallen off. And then the gentleman standing next to me goes, oh, sorry, mate, I think you've got the wrong one. That's mine. My button come off. And I was like, that's the same as mine. I had to sew a bloody button onto it. So thankfully, his one didn't have any stuff inside of it that could get me in trouble. And I've just gone, oh, yeah, that's mine. Crappy Kmart quality. Kmart, fix your stuff, man. So that's the button that I've sewn onto it, but there's another button on the other side. Anyways, the time is currently 2:45. I should probably get something to eat and drink because I'm thirsty. I don't know if I can take water on the plane though, or maybe that was just through security. I don't know. It's very quiet. When I go to my terminal, because I'm actually at a different terminal to film this video. We're gonna keep going. Hopefully I'll pull out my camera soon and get some photos and videos.
So it was now time for me to board the plane. I made myself comfortable, and not too long after we were off and into the air. I sort of just sat looking around for the first hour. I was sort of just taking it all in. I played a couple games on the entertainment system on my seat, which was really cool. The first one being this rally game, which was quite like Lap Time. Not as good as Lap Time, but there were multiple cars to choose from and you could change the livery on them all. And I tried my best to record while driving, but it's kind of hard playing with one hand. They also had Monopoly, which was really cool, and it was very fast paced, unlike the real world game, which takes many hours. The computer acts really fast in calculating all of the scores. It was kind of hard to keep up actually. So after sort of sitting around for a couple hours, I noticed that the kid in front of me was watching Speed Racer, my favourite film of all time, which inspired me to make Lap Time. So that's what I did. I watched Speed Racer. And many hours later, we had finally arrived in Dubai for our layover. Now, the layover was supposed to be an hour, but by the time my plane had deboarded and I made my way across the airport, my next plane was doing last calls, so I didn't even get time to stop and breathe. But from the short time that I spent in the airport, it seemed very nice. It was also very hot, reaching about 38 degrees outside, which was quite ridiculous. What I really enjoyed about this flight was all the different cameras that were placed around the plane so you could see what was going on outside. And after many hours, we had finally touched down in London.
After 25 hours of staying up, I've arrived at Heathrow Airport, Terminal 4. So now, I've been up for 26 hours. Now I've got to figure out how to get the hell out of here and get to my hotel. Yippee! In the UK. So I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday the 30th. I've flown all the way to London, and Melbourne time, it is nearly 6 a.m. So I've been up for 29 hours. And I'm hungry, but I'm f***ing tired, so I'm probably gonna go to bed. But, room tour! So I'm staying at the Cove Landmark Pinnacle, I think it's called, on the Canary Wharf. First up, got a nice beautiful bathroom. Hello? What nice beautiful shower. That looks good. I might have a shower, I need one. Beautiful nice little kitchenette here. Little table. My bed, aircon, which is on because it was bloody roasting in here. And this is my view. We're only on the 3rd level, but I don't care. There we go. Oh, look, it's me again. Hello. Well, good morning from my hotel room. I had a great night's sleep, got about 9 hours worth of sleep, so I'm feeling good. Gonna head down, get some breakfast, and then go for a walk to the shops and get some stuff. Come back, drop some stuff off, and continue about our day. We've got the Painted Hall booked in for today, and some local parks as well. So gonna do that and see where the day takes us. Starting the day off with a nice croissant. Look at that, nice and big. Got an orange juice here. Gonna get some Greek yogurt and some berries and stuff in it, and we're gonna have scrambled eggs on toast, and I get a free coffee as well, so yeah, it's gonna be good. Our berries have arrived. Looks like pasta almost with some parmesan, but looks good. Something interesting, you can park either direction. You don't have to park in the direction that the traffic's going. It's a bit interesting, isn't it? Looks like we're in Harry Potter land, mate. Nice buildings, curved streets. It's nice. Spooky tunnel. Gonna walk under the water. This is the 300-meter tunnel that goes underneath the River Thames. How cool is that? But you can't cycle down here, which kind of sucks. I mean, I understand it's a safety thing. But look, people ditch their bikes halfway through. I wonder why.
Alright, so I am here inside the Painted Hall, and this place is just absolutely incredible. All hand painted. Being in here it's mesmerizing. I'm speechless of how amazing it is. It's something from a movie or a fairy tale. This is a very, very old place. It has been used in many films and television shows. I will stop talking and I'll show you some of the views. This place is just incredible and is quite important in the English history.
Ladies and gentlemen, before there was Time Zone, there was Skittle Alley. I am standing in the origin of the 10-pin bowling. This is what the balls used to look like. And down there, you'd have to set them up. This is all original, over 150 years old. Wooden flooring, wooden pins.
These are the pins. They're massive.
Here we go. First try. Oh, got a ball! It came back and it knocked a few down. It's hard recording with the phone in my hand. Try again. Ready?
Let's try and get a spare.
Not bad.
3 left.
Now, back in the day, they didn't have pin setting machines, so you had to do them yourself. Now, you used to put the ball in there and it would roll back. But if you can see, the wood is all bowed, so the ball keeps dropping to the floor. So I'll take them all the way back. So there you go. The origins of bowling. I have finished at the Painted Hall, and now I'm in Greenwich Park, which is a beautiful park. I had lunch at a place called the Plume of Feathers. It was very nice. Had a nice burger for lunch and a pint of beer. But this is a really massive park with a lot of open spaces, so I'm going to shoot some stuff, and who knows, maybe I'll make something cinematic of it. But we'll go for a walk around. This is a big bloody hill.
It's curious. Hear him shake his tail? See if he likes this thing here. See if he likes it. Here. Hello. Hello. I think he's afraid. I'm gonna put it right here. There. Oop. Okay. Enough running with the squirrel, I think.
This place is absolutely massive. I've spent probably a good part of, God knows, an hour or two just in one little area shooting. Ran into a couple of cool guys that were shooting some footage for a show reel. I'll have a link on the screen somewhere. Check them out if you're in London. You need a show reel done. Check out this view behind me. This is incredible. This is the Royal Observatory in Greenwich, and this is just one of the many beautiful views. Anywhere in this park that you go, you're going to find a nice place to just sit and enjoy the sunset, or even if it's not setting, just enjoy the peace out. It's a very nice day, not windy, not raining, beautiful day in autumn. That little metal line there is the Prime Meridian. So if you pay the money to go in, which I'm not willing to do because it costs way too much, you can be in both half of the meridians at the same time. And that's how it sounds to be in both at the same time. I found a loophole for cheapskates like me. There is a free section here where you can be in both meridians. You can be in both at the same time. How cool. Alright, so now that I've actually hit the record button, I can do this for the third time. I had my photo taken at the Meridian in both Western and Eastern hemispheres, and I've made my way to a beautiful rose garden that's nearby. This is behind me. That's Ranger's house. I don't know who Ranger is and why their house is here, but I'm sure it's pretty special having a nice, wonderful rose garden in your front yard for everyone to see. Now, because it's autumn time, I assume that a lot of the roses and flowers are going to be dying off, but that's okay. I'm sure there's still going to be a few that are pretty nice. Well, that is going to conclude day one, I think. My phone's nearly dead, so I've got to head back to my hotel and get ready for dinner. Don't know what I'm going to do, but yeah, going to figure out dinner. It's been a beautiful first day. Tomorrow, we've got the Film Awards, the International Motor Film Awards, so we're going to that. And in the morning, Tower Bridge. So, see you tomorrow. For tonight's dinner, first dinner of London, I've made myself a steak rather than going out because I'm very tired. I just want to have a nice relaxing dinner at home.
Morning, it is day 2. We are off to the Crown Jewels this morning. Then we're going to walk across Tower Bridge and see where the day takes us, but got to be back by about 2 o'clock to get ready so I can head off to the International Motor Film Awards. Tonight's the night. Hopefully I come home with a trophy. If I don't, at least I'm coming home with a great experience and a nomination. I did buy the nominee plaque, the certificate, so I'll have an official certificate with my nomination, and it does look really cool from the images that I've seen. So let's get going.
We are rocking up to the Tower of London. I don't know how to get in there, but you know you're in London when you see this. Tower Bridge. How cool is that? All these cars are lining up because the bridge has been drawn. Look at that coming down. How cool. I don't know how often that happens, but there was a boat that did go past. Wowie. There's the Shard. You can see the boat that went past. Right in the distance there. So they have to open up the bridge for that. How cool. So it's day 2 and I am here at the Tower of London. I've just seen the Crown Jewels, which is behind me, and they are some of the most incredible things you've ever seen. The diamonds are massive. Pretty sure some of them were stolen, or so I've heard. I don't know, I'm not much of a history nerd, but it's a beautiful day out. Seeing the Crown Jewels, which is what I wanted to do. We're gonna have a look around the Tower of London now, take some photos and videos for the memories. The Crown Jewels were just amazing, and there's some really interesting stuff in there as well. Way too much for me to take in. But there was like this massive golden, they called it a punch bowl, which I thought was just an American thing. Yeah, there was like this massive punch bowl, and it weighed nearly 300 kilos. It's solid gold. I was walking around and I saw all these like security guards in suits with the earpieces, and I thought, what's going on there? And they were walking with this woman. She had blonde hair, and this tourist goes up and goes, oh, can I get a photo with you? She goes, yeah, no worries, good to meet you. Shakes his hand and all that. And I went up to the bloke, I said, who's that, mate? And he goes, oh, don't worry, it's just a training process, mate. I'm not that kind of guy. It's like, oh. So obviously she's not important, and they're training on what to do if someone does try and talk to someone that's important. Anyways, Gonna look around now, take some photos and videos. Keep moving on. Oh, my arm. Alright, I'm at a place called Butchie's Fried Chicken. It's supposed to be the best fried chicken in London, so we'll see how that goes.
Alrighty, we're back in the hotel. Gonna have a shower, have a shave, and get this suit on to go to the International Motor Film Awards. Here we go.
Well, they don't make it easy to tell if you need to go on the underground or on the overground rail in London, because I have no clue how I got here, but I did it. I had to go up, down, and figure out which station it was. I went through 3 different lines. I get to the station, and oh yeah, you look on Google Maps, it goes, platform 1, mate. So I go to platform 1, and it's the line you want, but it's not going the right way or something. Or it's not even the line that it says. So then you go down to the underground, and on that platform 1, it's the right one. But Google doesn't tell you, hey, take the underground, take the rail. Or maybe I just can't read. I don't know, but I'm on the way now. This hill is so f***ing big, and I'm walking in a suit. In the distance is that radio tower. That is for when the BBC first aired. That's where they aired out of, the Alexandra Palace for both TV and radio. But that's on top of the palace, so that's where I'm going. I made it. The Alexandra Palace. Beautiful place. Let's hope I win. If I don't, it's been a great experience, but I'm grateful to be here. It's a dream come true. No matter what happens, I've had a great time already, and I'm gonna have a great night tonight. And I'm excited. Can't wait. Let's take home this win, hopefully. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here, the Alexandra Palace, on my own at my table, but that's okay. We are here. Let's hope I win.
It wasn't too long before my table was full of nominees from across the globe. America, the UK, Mexico, all nominated in different categories. And as we sat watching each category reveal the winners, the nerves kept kicking in. Dinner was served, but I was so nervous I didn't want to eat. I was worried about getting sauce on my nice white shirt, and I didn't want my belly full of food if I had to go up on stage and make a speech. The student category took so long that all the dinner plates were cleared and dessert had come out, but I had to tell the staff not to take my food because I was going to eat it. We got through 90% of all the other categories, and then the best student film highlight reel came on.
Here we go. Oh, there's 2. Oh, there's 2.
Seeing 2 trophies only means one thing. I have an even better chance of winning this award.
Okay. Here we go. You should tell us a little bit about cinematography as well.
They kept us eagerly waiting while the sponsors spoke about their platform, and then it was time for them to reveal the winner.
Shall we put them out of their misery?
So congratulations to Hunt and On Dusty Roads.
Oh well, maybe next time. At least I can eat my food now.
Unfortunately, my film didn't get called, but congratulations to the two winners that made Hunt and On Dusty Roads. With that, I could finally eat and enjoy the rest of the night. I got to have a chat with my fellow student nominees, and I even got to speak to the legend himself, Ozan Byram. If you don't know him, you've definitely seen some of his work. You know those Pennzoil ads with the Viper and the Demon? Yep, he directed those. And now, he's the technical director of the International Motor Film Awards. We had a quick chat, got a selfie together, and then I headed back to my hotel.
Well, I didn't win, but it's okay because I got this. I was nominated for the Best Student Film at the International Motor Film Awards. This is a win for me. I actually made a film. That's what I keep telling myself. I actually did it. This is my first time ever making a movie. And I've been nominated for an award at an international event. It's just amazing. I met a lot of cool people tonight. I've met my fellow nominees. It's just incredible. Each one that I met, they had their own story of how they met their actor, how they entered late into the festival. They live 40 minutes down the road from where the event is taking place. It's inspiring to hear people's stories. I didn't get to meet the winners of the student category. There were two winners actually. A huge congratulations to the filmmakers that created those pieces of work as students and got to win this award. I was very lucky to meet people young and old, people that have been in the industry for only a couple of years and some that have been in the industry for over 10, 20, 30 years. And whether or not you've seen Lap Time, check it out. Myself and many other people worked tirelessly on the film. Fellow students of mine put time, effort, and money into this film to make it something that I'm so incredibly proud of. I'm so glad that it's come this far, and I'm so glad with the reception that I've had from my family and friends and those that have watched it. The main thing I kept saying to people tonight was, you never get it right on your first try. I don't think that's the correct way of wording it, because that implies that there was something wrong. I don't mean it in the sense of like you crack an egg and it breaks and goes everywhere on your first try. What I mean is, for me and many of my fellow nominees, this was our first time making a film. You need to give yourself some slack and not be so harsh and be so critical, as I have been on myself. Be proud of your work. Be proud of what you do. Keep the passion alive. Take what inspires you and make it into something that you would go and watch. I couldn't be happier that I was nominated for this award. Hopefully, in the future, I will be back with another nomination. And hopefully, I'll come home with a trophy. I'm not leaving the experience feeling sad. I'm feeling inspired. I'm feeling determined. And I'm coming away with many, many memories and experiences that I'll never forget. Now, tonight might be over, but my holiday isn't. Tomorrow is day 3. We're going to Buckingham Palace, and it's going to be pissing down.
Morning, it is day 3, and we are heading off to Buckingham Palace. So, gonna head out now, head to Buckingham Palace and see the changing of the guards. And then after that, we've got the Royal Muse. And tonight we have the Back to the Future musical, which I'm super excited for. Let's get going.
Been out here for 2 hours in the pouring rain. Everyone's waiting, and no one come out. And then there were like 6 dudes that walked out. And then for another 20 minutes, there was nothing. And then a couple of horses went by. And that's it, all done. All these people here. Maybe another day. move, Miss Girl. Hello. Look what I found. Mr. Bean, the OG.
So I just got home from the Back to the Future musical. That was so freaking cool. To anyone that's seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But that last bit, when they hinted the sequel, that was really cool. So, great night. I didn't film much on my Sony camera, but we also did the London Eye from a distance. We saw Big Ben, which was cool. And then we went back at night as well, and I saw the lights all lit up, which was nice. Had dinner at the Old Bank of England, which was really cool, very nice. Lovely vibe, good scenery, good food. Food was very nice. Yeah, now I'm back in the hotel. I'm ready for day 4 tomorrow. Good morning. It is day 4. I think it's day 4. Day 4. I don't have any plans for today other than I'm going to go to the Borough Market. It's very late at the moment. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. I had a nice sleep in and I've been on the phone talking to family. So it's a very windy day, but there's also protests going on in this city. So I'm trying to stay away from all of that. I don't want to get mixed up in any of that at all. And there was I think a stabbing last night, somewhere in London. But yeah, I definitely don't want to be around that sort of crowd. And because it's a Saturday, the weekend, that's when all the protests are planned. So we're just going to see where the day takes us. I'm not going to bring my camera with me. I'm just going to bring my phone and just have a wander around and see where the day takes us. So let's get into it.
The wind is so strong that it is pushing me down the road. It's actually insane. It's like 100k winds, man. Oh my God.
So I made my way to the Borough Market, and this place was absolutely packed. The first thing I had was this Italian sausage roll. It had some cheese and bacon in it. Then I had this smoked salmon bagel, which was very nice, but the bagel was quite chewy. Next, it was time for me to try some fresh oysters, and these things were huge. Look at this guy's plate. He's got like 5 of the large oysters, and his partner also had some which were massive. But I chose to go for the special, which was 4 rocks and a glass of wine for £15. And you know what? For the first time trying oysters, I quite enjoyed it. I then continued walking along the river here, and we passed by Shakespeare's Globe, which I didn't have time to go into and watch a show, but this is a great place if you want to go and watch a Shakespearean type of show. Then we walked across this bridge and made our way to St. Paul's Cathedral. This place was just gorgeous. I lit a candle for all of those that we have lost over the last couple of years in my family, and then I just walked around and observed the architecture and the beauty of all the paintings. Then it was time for a massive hike right to the top of St. Paul's Cathedral. Now remember that wind that was pushing me down the road? Well, it was not getting any better at the top of this place. They had some poor bloke testing the wind speed, and I said, "Mate, I hope they're paying you well." To which he responded, "I'm the manager, so I won't be out here for long." I made my way back down and headed home for dinner. I decided to order some Uber because I couldn't be bothered going out to buy anything. I was quite concerned when my Uber driver had ridden past my hotel into the neighbouring streets. I watched his little icon as he drifted through the buildings back to my hotel. And thankfully, my dinner was all there in one piece.
Look what we have for dinner tonight. We got half and half, sweet and sour chicken Hong Kong style, and egg fried rice. We got spring rolls and a classic Irish spice bag, mate. Bosh.
Good morning, it is day 5. We're nearly done, which is really sad. Today, we are off to Hyde Park. It's a beautiful day today, sun is out. It's not too windy. We're gonna take some photos in the park and I wanna go to Spud Bros and get myself a spud. And we've got dinner booked at a very cool location, which I'll show you later on. Let's go.
It's still windy, but not as windy as it was yesterday. So, that's a plus. But definitely a little too windy for my liking. I can handle it. So my day has been hijacked because I'm on a mission to figure out what is going on. I saw blocked off roads and a big RE rental truck and a sign that said that there was filming. Now I do know that a stunt coordinator is in London to work on Spider-Man 4 because that's what they said at the International Motor Film Awards. There was someone there and they said that tomorrow they're gonna be back to work on Spider-Man 4. So I'm gonna go walk around the block, see if I can get some more photos. But I was told by the road management people that it's just VFX stuff. So probably not gonna see the big man himself.
Well, I couldn't find Tom Holland, but I did find Spud Bros and had myself a nice loaded potato.
Well, Spud Bros was very nice. I had cheese and beans, crispy onions, tram sauce. And the tram sauce is like a Chipotle mayo aioli type sauce. It's got a bit of kick to it. It was nice. So now, I'm gonna go to Hyde Park. I've made my way to Hyde Park. I'm sitting on this lovely bench that is dedicated to the late Alan Rickman, who was an actor in the Harry Potter movies. And I do know that he was loved by many. And the reason why I'm here is for my sister. So, yeah, we're gonna sit on this bench here. It's got a lovely quote on it. I'm just gonna enjoy the piece for a bit. So I'm sitting in the Princess Victoria pub. Now this is a spot where they filmed Gentleman, one of my favourite movies, and I'm sitting at a table very close to where Matthew McConaughey sat. He actually sat further that way, but where I'm sitting is where I think Raymond sits, which we find out later on he's sitting by Mickey Pearson. And then in the room behind me, in front of me actually, is the scene where Matthew McConaughey and Dry Eye have their conversation. So it's really cool to be here. No pickled eggs, but they do have pints, so I'm having a pint. So I changed spots and now I'm sitting in the seat. I had to change because there was a family coming in, but I'm now in the spot where Matthew McConaughey was sitting when he filmed the scene. So the jukebox would have been right up there behind me. There you go. Double-decker bus. Let's go. Here we go. I'm gonna try go up top. Front row on the double-decker. Look at this. This is great. You can see everything from up here. Look.
Gonna hit the back of the car.
There's the stairs. Double-decker bus. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the final day, day 6. Wow, the week has gone so quick. I am off to the Camden Market, but before then, we're going to another location where The Gentleman was filmed. So I'm super excited for that. We'll have some food there, then head on down to the Camden Market. We're going to go to Abbey Road as well, and just enjoy the day before finishing off at the Sky Garden for dinner. It's looking to be a great day, hopefully not as windy as the last couple of days. But I'm super excited. I'm sad that it's coming to an end. But yeah, I can't wait to get into the day. Let's go. So I am out front Euro Cafe. Now this is another spot where they filmed part of The Gentleman. And this is where the coach said the famous words. Kids stab, girls shoot, boys punch. But grown-ups fight with their heads. The only thing you can wet is your underpants. Anyways, we're here, gonna have some lunch. So I did my trip to the Camden Market. Wasn't much there that piqued my interest. I got a couple of souvenirs. And I just walked through Regent's Park. Very, very nice, lovely open park. And it's very sunny too. But now I'm on my way to Abbey Road. So I'm just walking now. We'll be there very shortly. It's the Abbey Road. Look, everyone's wanting to cross. So I think the Beetle was sort of parked around there, see in the background. These buildings are on the right. There you go. Might ask that bloke if he can take a photo for me. We're gonna walk across Abbey Road. Whee! There we go, Abbey Road crossed over. There you go.
Got a wall here of everyone that's put their name on there on a brick. I should have brought a pen.
As I was wandering around, I came across another film set. I wonder if this is the same crew and project from the other day. They had a crew member spraying water on the road to make it look like it's been freshly rained on, and they had this set up out front of a sandwich shop. And you can see this rig that's been set up to make a raining effect. Hopefully we get to see this shot in a movie somewhere. Whether or not it's going to be in Spider-Man, only time will tell.
So I've come back to my hotel just for a little lay down, had a coffee. Now we're going to go for dinner at the Sky Garden, which is a beautiful high-rise place with a garden inside on the 50-something floor with very nice views. And I'm gonna have dinner up there for my final night. It's sad, but you know, everything has to come to an end. Got the suitcase half packed and done my dishes, so I can have a chill night and then come home, have a shower and get ready for bed and get up in the morning and go. So let's head to dinner. Back from dinner. It was absolutely delicious.
I had steak tartare for the first time ever, and it was really, really nice. And then I had a pork chop for my main, which was also delicious. But I'm back in my hotel room now. I've packed everything away. I'm just gonna have a shower now and head to bed. So that is it. London is all done. It's been a great week and I'll miss it very much, but something tells me I will be back. Hopefully with family next time. It's been a great experience. It's been good fun. I've had some great memories made here. Ones that I'll never forget. So yeah, I will catch you guys in the morning when we're heading back to Heathrow Airport to fly out back home to Melbourne. Good morning. It is 5:30 and we're good to go. We are heading out now. So let's head to the airport. Made it to Heathrow Airport, made it through security, and now I'm just waiting for my flight. So I'm going to get some food and something to drink. And shortly we'll be boarding onto the plane and heading to Dubai. Let's go. After many hours, I don't know how many, I'm home. We made it home. Holiday done. Till the next one. I'm back home, in my bed. Home sweet home. Thank you for watching. It's been a great experience. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry if a lot of it was shot on my phone. I didn't really have an opportunity to pull out my camera safely in London. And I hope it all comes together. I hope this ends up being a vlog, but we'll see.